Hi, I'm Jordan Long, and today I want to talk. Yeah, well, today it's not gonna be. Braun Strowman, what do you want? Oh, what do I want? Let's see. Um, did you only get this because you didn't want to dig out the other one that was in that brown box over the side of bed? Well, I'm not. We're not gonna be mad over that. No, guess not. So anyway, uh, so yeah, let me talk about today. Oh, I know what we're gonna talk about today. Folks on YouTube who believe that they know how to make one YouTube fairway big. You know, you see them all the time. They make films saying things like mistakes that folks on YouTube make, and how you go from nothing to many followers. Those folks out there. Yeah, YouTube's got so many of them. They think they know what ails folks' YouTube fairways. You know, and they'll come on and they'll say, "Oh well, you need to you need to put all these tags, whatever you want to call them, of every single thing that you can say about your film. You need to have these real long telling of what your film's about. You need to have all the links to all the websteads that you have, or all the other reckonings on other websteads that you have. Oh, you gotta have a real long calling to work. You know, you gotta have these outstanding drawings. You gotta have this shit. You know, oh, yeah. And who's gonna have all the time to do all that shit? I guess they do, because that's their work. You know, they're skilled YouTubers, and that's their work, so they would have time to do all that shit. But a lot of folks don't have the time to do it their shit. Even the folks that work from home or learn from home now, as it is for a lot of folks still, um, they don't got time for that. Yeah, you're right about that, Braun Strowman. You're right about that, Braun. I never did understand those folks, or how they could believe that if it worked for them, it'll work for you, because there isn't any way for them to know. You know, yeah, they always show up saying films like, they always have films saying mistakes that YouTubers make, or the what you're doing wrong. Yeah, these folks that believe if you do all of what you just told me, then you'll get all these followers and all this like and all these watch time. And keep in mind, these are folks that are all already somehow, some way, out of luck and out of hard work. They're already big enough with the watchers and with the watching and the following and all that stuff. You know, yeah, you gotta like the ones that you know. Yeah, but at the end of the day, there isn't, like, you can do all that, but there isn't any way to say it'll work or not. Yeah, sure, I could waste a lot. I could do that. I don't got a lot of time to do that, but let's just say I did. I could go out and do I could do all that shit, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna work. You know? Yeah. So I don't really believe too much of what they say, but they're all out there. YouTube wise men, we'll call them. Folks who believe they know how they believe they know what ails folks' YouTube fairways. They believe they know how it worked for them, but the truth is, they don't know you. They only know how it worked for them. They can't speak for anyone else. And what if there's someone that doesn't work out for them? Yeah, it'll make them, they're not answerable for any of it. But if they would hear that you did all that and it didn't work for you, that would, you know, I guess it wouldn't make them feel sad. Because in their mind, they believe that's all. In their mind, they believe that's what you have to do them to make your YouTube fairway big. You know? But we all know there's a lot more to it than what they say. And everyone out there just seems to say the same shit over and over again. It's like they believe that if it worked for them, then they believe it'll work for everyone. But look, Jordan, it's not like it's going to work for everyone. You know, it's like okay, you have the rich, right? And then you have the in the middle folks that are not rich, but they're not unrich. And then there's the unrich. Well, it would be like saying, "Oh, if you this is what rich folk do." I'm not talking about the ones that are born into gold. I'm talking about the ones that worked hard and made their gold. It'd be like, "Oh well, this is what I did, and this is what you're doing, and what you're doing is wrong." Yeah, it's the same belief. Only instead of it being one's wealth that instead of being one's wealth that it would be talking about, it would be like talking about one's YouTube. So it's like that same belief going on there, you know. And I don't really listen to them because at the end of the day, it's gonna work or it's not gonna work, you know. And they're already big, and they're already made it, and they already have all their stuff, you know, and they believe that that's how it worked for them. Yeah, well, guess they had a lot of time on their hands, you know, to do all that shit. But if that's even how it works, then oh well. You don't really need that. And I think at the end of the day, Jordan, having 557 followers, if that's how many followers you have, you know, I think that's a big thing. Yeah, it is. And I worked hard for those 557 followers. Alright? And I didn't do all that stuff that they said, so they probably think that's why I'm not doing very well. Who really cares what they say? I mean, there's all I mean, who cares what they say? Those folks are out there. They don't know what they're talking about. You know, every once in a while, something that they talk about actually works, but a lot of times it doesn't. You know, you're right about that. Alright. So alright. I guess I gotta end this film now. But anyway, so I'm just saying that those folks out there who believe they know what ails everyone's YouTube fairway and they believe they have the answer for making it big, well, on YouTube, which they don't. You know, don't really believe what they say because it's not going to work. You know, it might work for some, don't mean it's going to work for all. You know. Alright. I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you like this film.